So I want you to pretend you're going to a supermarket and you see a mom and dad that you saw recently on social media went to Disney World. So you go up to ask them, how was your trip to Walt Disney World? You already know what they're going to say. They're going to say, oh, it was great. You should take your family. Everybody should go once. We hear that all the time, right? But let's hold up. Let's rewind the clock back to when they were in Disney World. So mom and dad, they have two kids. One name is Johnny, one name is Sally. And the alarm clock goes off at 6 a.m. Mom and dad's like, why are we waking up at 6 a.m.? It's supposed to be vacation. But they get the kids out the door, load it into the car, and already they can't even get into the Magic Kingdom park, and there's already a line. They're in a long line of cars to get into the parking lot, and there's a toll. They have to pay $28 to park because paying $200 for tickets does not get you free parking. They finally get into the parking lot. It's the biggest parking lot you've ever seen in your life. They get out of the car. It's 95 degrees at 9 a.m. And finally, they walk to the front of the parking lot, but it's the Magic Kingdom. The park is not at the end of the parking lot. You have to get in a line to go on the monorail or the ferry boat to get to the front of the park. So they get in another line to get to the Magic Kingdom. They finally get there, but the tickets on their Apple Wallet is not working. They have to get a cast member to come help them. They finally get into the park. They only take 10 steps, and there's a sugar shop as soon as you enter the park. So Sally wants cotton candy. Mom and dad have to talk her out of it. They finally say, oh, we'll do the Peter Pan ride if you don't get cotton candy. So that satisfies her. So they walk through the castle to get to the Peter Pan ride. But when they get through the castle, they see the most strollers they've ever seen in their life. It is the Battle of Magic Kingdom Stroller Edition. And they are just dodging their way through the strollers. They finally get to the Peter Pan ride. It's a 2-hour wait, but they don't want to disappoint Sally because they already told her no cotton candy. And they're behind the most annoying family for 2 hours waiting to get on this ride. A 2-hour wait for a 2-minute ride. They get off the ride. It's already time for lunch. So they go get lunch. Johnny's order is messed up. Dad has to go back up. Dad gets the right order. Johnny drops part of his meal. Dad has to go up again. So why? Why does mom and dad say their trip was great when asked in the supermarket? Is it because they want everybody to share in their suffering? Okay, maybe a little bit. But when they're asked the question, how was your trip to Walt Disney World? They think of 4 things. They think of Sally getting a picture with the Elsa. They think of Johnny running off Space Mountain and saying, that was amazing. Dad, let's do that again. They think about seeing the parade, seeing Buzz and Woody come down Main Street, USA. And for a minute, everybody feels like a kid again, even mom and dad. And lastly, they think about the fireworks at the end of the day, exploding over the castle. And they're all thinking, man, this is a magical place. You see, they think of the peaks. They don't think of the minute-by-minute score. They think of the peaks. This isn't just true of Disney. This is true of any travel experience. When we're traveling, we remember and highlight the peaks. We hang on to the peaks. When we're living our ordinary lives, we judge the day on a minute-by-minute score. Because if you do inventory in your day, there's a lot of problems that we focus on that we can't fix. There's some we can fix, there's some we can kind of influence to help figure out a solution, but a lot of problems in our day we can't fix. But what we do have a lot of influence over is what are those ordinary moments that we can elevate into peaks? What would happen if we focused on elevating peaks and living moment by moment?